can storm winning. God forgive me for my sinning, but this is the beginning. I pray to God that I don't got a paragraph in case somebody wanna listen. Yeah, sometimes I wish that I had wings so I could fly away. And all you haters talk but then I think, what if I die today? What if I gotta
While much of the talk this season is focused on the possibility,
I don't wanna live dying.
LeBron James is at it again with the Heat, ready to bring another title to Miami, along with his counterparts, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and his coach, Eric Spoelstra. It's not going to be easy, as the entire league will be looking to knock them off their perch, including a resurgent Kobe Bryant, and an old face no one expected to see back on the big stage again. While much of the talk this season is focused on the possibility that it's LeBron's final campaign in Miami, he's been intent on letting his play do the talking. This rematch of the 2013 NBA Finals is the perfect stage to let the world know they need to end the speculation and start figuring out how to stop the Heat.
To ask for, is that too much? I remember mattresses on the table, no box spring, no bed frame. I refrain from sleep, the dreams keep me awake. I walk around in the cold.
This season has a lot of questions. You know, all the speculations. The one answer I have is that we're going to come strong tonight. A finals rematch. You don't even have to say it. Big game.
A look here at the American Airlines Arena, and it's surrounded. Wow, what a beautiful stage we have set for tonight. Tonight, an NBA Finals reunion. The San Antonio Spurs have had all summer to look forward to this game, and a chance for a little redemption as they take on the defending champion Miami Heat, alongside the great Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And with Doris Burke on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan.
And for the Spurs, after going up to start that series, were eventually overtaken by Miami. Is that window still open for them to pursue a title?
It's not getting any easier for them as age begins to certainly take its toll.
But they also have some young players with upside. Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard on the wings. But they're better equipped than most to try to take on LeBron James.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Splitter in at the center position. And for Miami, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Haslam and Bosh up front. And it's LeBron in at the small forward.
Well, for the Miami Heat now, consecutive titles under their belts. This season going for the three-peat. I'll tell you what, this is so difficult emotionally and physically, trying to win a title for the third consecutive year. This will be the biggest challenge of their NBA careers. I guarantee you that. I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull out another one, given how difficult the first two have been.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Makes it off the glass. Parker's got the first points up on the board here for the Spurs.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. And that's where they can win this game if they dominate there.
Now here is Haslam. Inside to Bosh. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Spurs with possession. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. And Parker, here we go, gets it to go.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Chalmers with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. About 1 minute into the first quarter. LeBron kicks to Bosh. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Well, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Parker against Chalmers. Baseline J on the way. Here's Splitter. Shot is no good. And the Heat going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Hey, Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark.
And when you talk about the possibility of a three-peat here in Miami, Clark, would that solidify this team as a sports dynasty?
I certainly think so, Kevin. I mean, they may never reach the 8 NBA titles that LeBron predicted when their super trio was formed, but I think a three-peat would certainly put them in some very select company.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
Here we are, 3 seasons after the Big Three assembled in Miami. And they took a lot of criticism for ostentatious introduction at the press conference. A lot of people really openly rooted for them to fail, but they've become the dominant team in the league, and I think the fans are actually starting to respect Miami for what they've been able to accomplish.
Now here's Wade, averaging 20 points per game. Chalmers dishes to Bosch. Back to Chalmers. Heat moving the ball around. Wade kicks to Haslem. 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, going back, it seemed there was resentment about Bosch, LeBron, and Wade deciding to join forces as opposed to a GM pulling the strings. Clark, do you think that's fair if you go back and take a look at that whole scenario?
You know, not entirely, Kevin. I think people were used to players kind of toiling away, playing the cards they're dealt, so to speak, not really orchestrating where they were going to play and who will. Some felt they were stacking the deck in their favor. But you've got to give the Miami front office a ton of credit there, too. I mean, they freed up the cap space, got the cooperation from the players. They created that opportunity, so it wasn't coincidence, and it's worked out quite well.
Haslem hits both of them. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Stolen by Bosch.
You know, at their core, the Heat are really a small ball team. Chris Bosh playing a lot of center, LeBron James at the 4, maybe even Battier playing that position. A lot of people felt you couldn't win that way, but with LeBron, you can win a lot of different ways. And I don't think this style would work with anybody, but as long as you have the best player on the planet, there's a lot of different things you can do on the court to be successful.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
Chalmers with it, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Haslem.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. They'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Boris Diaz checked in for Tim Duncan. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And for LeBron, playing at the 4, it may not be Clark his natural position, but it's hardly small ball, is it?
How could you call somebody that's 6'8" and a little north of 250 pounds playing small ball? I mean, it just doesn't fit. He's not going to be at a strength disadvantage at that position, that's for sure. But when you talk mismatches, he's the one giving the other team problems, not the other way around.
Here's Diallo after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Parker left side. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The Heat leading by 3. Wade passes to Haslam. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's Parker with the drive. And here's Green outside. Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Well, for LeBron James, fans wonder, will this be his last season in Miami? He has the right to opt out of his contract after this year. A lot of people think he will and possibly move on.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
He dishes it to Haslam. Back to LeBron. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Splitter. Well, Clark, going back to LeBron and his contract situation, it would have to be tough to leave a winning situation like he has in Miami.
No question about it, Kevin. Wherever LeBron ends up, he'll make that team competitive. We both believe that. So there will be a number of interested teams that he could transform into powerhouses just by signing his name on the dotted line.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bosch. The pass to Haslam. Tries again. Rebounded by the Spurs. Splitter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's Bellinelli. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Ginobili with a screen on Allen. Parker left side. LeBron with the block. Stolen. He kicks to Bonner. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Bonner's got his first points in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result. It's got to be tough to come in here as the road team. You lost in the finals. That's weighing on you. Really an imposing environment mentally, even before you talk about the crowd.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
To the inside. Will it go? And it's good on the way in. Thaddeus got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And coming back to the importance of this game mentally, just another regular season game, right? But it's not, Clark.
Not at all, Kevin. This is a statement game, both as far as setting the tone for the season and also running it back, as they say, from the final buzzer of last season.
Pass to Parker. Dishes it to Diallo. And it's off from 3-point range. Miami trailing. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition. .41 seconds left in the first.
He feeds it to Parker. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Parker's got 8 points.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
It's back to Battier. He's moving the ball around. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Spurs leading by 4. And here is Parker. 8 points for him. Ginobili outside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 6. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Tune in this Wednesday night, January 29th. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs. It's the real deal.
Welcome back. The second quarter just getting set to begin as our 2013 finals foes renew acquaintances.
These are the games you look forward to, Kevin. We're in the place to be right now.
Absolutely. The environment here is electric. Great anticipation.
Yeah, the best of the best. Both championship teams. This is NBA basketball at its highest level.
Here's Parker.
And, you know, guys, going back to the speculation over LeBron's future, a great situation in Miami, but, of course, he's shown himself willing to move on to give himself the best chance at winning, so you can never say never.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, so much speculation around the future of the Miami Heat. The Big Three, all with player opt-outs at the end of the season. I asked them to comment on their plans after this year, but as you might imagine, they want to keep the emphasis on the here and now.
It's a long season for sure, Doris.
Yeah, and they're focused on another title. Discussions of free agency and so on. It's our job to ask, but a distraction they refuse to delve into. Understandably so.
I'd agree. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The guards, Parker and Bellinelli. Boris Diaw is out there with Matt Bonner. And it's Ginobili in at the small forward position. The guys going back to LeBron and his future used to be much less common for stars, Steve, to change teams.
Well, of course, the free agency rules loosened up from the early days of the league, and I think players now feel much more comfortable just kind of authoring their own destiny and not feeling 100% loyal to the team that drafted them.
Anderson dishes to LeBron. Stolen by Ginobili. And Diaw kicks to Parker. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Poke loose. Chris Anderson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 13. Battier kicks to Allen, and it's blocked.
The Spurs have the size advantage inside, just like in the finals, collapsing into the paint and making things difficult inside.
Parker's shot is off. Heat shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Here's Cole, looking to end the run, and the layup is up and in.
The Heat with the bucket in transition. If you're going to beat them defensively, you've got to slow them down. I mean, no revelation there, guys. I'm sure they heard it all during the finals.
And Ginobili, here we go. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist from Duncan. 7 points for Manu Ginobili.
Great execution from the Spurs there. They do such a great job of working the ball around for high percentage looks.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. Second in three-point field goal percentage. Fourth in steals. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And Clark, I love the long ball. The way they've been shooting that three-point line It's really fun to watch. I mean, they're spreading the floor, they're sharing the ball, and they're moving the ball inside and out. You get that inside-out game going, and it's much easier to get open looks from the three-point line.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Fifth is Tim Duncan.
He's put on an unbelievable show, rebounding the basketball of late, using that strength in his body so effectively.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at New York, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Heat, 5.5 games behind.
Well, you know, looking at Miami, they've been effective in just about every aspect of the game. I mean, you can't find too many things that they do wrong. They're a very complete team.
Which is exactly why they've been able to maintain their status, Clark, as one of the favorites for the NBA title this season. I mean, there's no easy way out against this club on a nightly basis. I mean, they're talented, they execute, they're well coached. That's why they are who they are.
And Anderson gets it to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be in. Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Into Tim Duncan. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
That's good.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over, he continues to finish at the basket.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to them.
Anderson with the block. And the basket by Dion.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
Yeah, they're really trying to make a point of getting inside of the paint and getting after every rebound.
Allen passes to Cole. LeBron outside, beyond the arc. And again, LeBron missing. Spurs leading by 13. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Left side, Bosch. Back to LeBron. From deep three-point range. Shot is off. And the Spurs going the other way now. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And no doubt the Houston fans really want to see their Rockets take that one. That's a good matchup there.
There's the dish to Bosch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
That one is off. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. He hits the second from the line. 1:58 left in the first half. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
On defense, the Heat, they trail by 14. Wow. Here's LeBron. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got his 2nd bucket of the night. There's 1:40 left here in the second. Ginobili outside. A steal. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Allen. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Allen's got his first bucket of the night.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Daje with it. Now defended by Bonnie. Here's Cole. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Allen. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Feeds to LeBron. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. For the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Bosch. Bosch has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's Allen with the drive. James in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Excellent D there from Leonard.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And that one's good. Parker.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Allen outside. The feed to Cole. Passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Cole. Miami no good on that time either.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs out in front. They lead by 11. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.